climate is changing, the weather is becoming more extreme. So what can businesses do to overcome these threats? Today I will be discussing this topic with our expert on digital services for resilience, Djeevan Schiferli. Djeevan, so why is resilience such a hot topic right now?
So resilience basically means how good are you in dealing with incidents and hazards that impact your business processes. And with the climate changing so quickly and the weather as a result, the topic is quickly becoming an agenda for the boardroom.
And is climate change the only reason for that?
No, it's not only climate change, it's also the fact that as a Western society we try to do everything more and more efficient. And that means that we have highly optimized processes. So for example, there's lots of traffic, and if there's a car broken down on the highway, it leads to a traffic jam. And as a result, combined with climate change and weather impacts, that leads to the topic of becoming more resilient to these incidents.
So what can businesses do to become more resilient?
So as a business, first you need to be aware of are you exposed to certain hazards and incidents? Your locations worldwide, your suppliers, the kind of assets you have on those locations. The second step that you need to take is how vulnerable am I to these hazards? So for instance, a data center is not very vulnerable to extreme cold, but that might be different if you have perishable cargo. The third step is that if you know where you're vulnerable, you want to take measures. So should I put a roof over a certain building? Should I install an air conditioning in a home for elderly people? And then finally, the last step is for those locations and assets that are at risk, you'd like to be alerted in time, and for that you need forecasting services from companies that focus on resilience.
And what role does the financial world play in this field?
Yeah, so the financial sector, the regulators, the investors, the insurance companies, they are demanding more and more from companies if they are aware of how vulnerable they are to climate change. And they're demanding over the coming years that they will put that on the financial statements at a certain value. But also the same regulators and investors, they have insured portfolios or invested portfolios. And the risk profile, according to climate change, is also changing. And all these companies and the financial world are in need of others who can do that assessment for them.